I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine.
Great.
So, when you come to Indonesia?
Oh, we got here on the
2 days ago.
31st.
31st.
Yeah, so that's 2 days ago.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's been the time difference is crazy.
Because I saw the.
It's like the
The
middle of the
manager
night right
story.
now. Yeah, I'm very tired, but I'm so happy to be here. I love Jakarta and Indonesia so much.
This your first time or not?
Second time.
Second time.
Yeah, I came last November and December when Fall in Love Alone was #1 and having a very big moment, and now I'm back for Java Jazz. I'm so excited.
Okay, how do you feeling being able to perform in Indonesia again?
I think is so special. It's like such an amazing opportunity that I can come back and see like face to face these people who supported me so heavily and who love my music so much. So it's like very incredible feeling.
Alright. By the way, we are the same age.
22.
Yeah. I'm February 29.
Okay, amazing.
Alright.
Oh, so you just
Yeah,
you just
4
turned
years.
22.
Next year.
Oh, so you're 20.
Yeah, just 4 years.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Amazing. August 18th.
Alright.
Don't talking about age because my age is
Oh.
35.
No problem.
35?
Yes, of course.
You don't look 35 at all.
Really?
Yeah,
Like-
I would have given you like 25.
I think you should try 45 now.
No, I promise. You look so young.
But anyway, how do you feel to becoming a famous artist in the start young age?
I mean, I think it's such an amazing, like an incredible opportunity that not a lot of people get, you know, because there's so many talented people out there that work so hard and maybe never get that shot. And the fact that I got that shot is just like, I'm so thankful and grateful for it that I get to like make music as my job, you know, and I get to travel all over the world.
Of course.
It's just amazing.
So you started making music like since a kid or?
Yeah, I've been singing, like, there's home videos of me when I'm like 3 years old making up songs and like playing the piano, like as I just started learning. Like I took lessons for a long time. I was in like every band that I could have been in high school. I played the trumpet. So music has been a part of my life like ever since I was like born.
Alright, that's good.
Are there any special song or performance you have planned to Indonesian fans?
Yes, I do.
Really?
Yeah, so the EP is 6 songs, and then Don't Text Me When You're Drunk is another song that I also put out. So that's only 7 songs that people know and can sing along to, but we have 7 more songs in our set that people have like never heard before, you know, and they're from all different periods. Like a lot of them are from the time we wrote the EP, and some of them are very recent songs. And we also have a very special jazz song that we like, very up-tempo swing. Like we were like, we're going to Java Jazz, we gotta do some jazz. So it's gonna be a really amazing performance.
Alright, so do you feel any difference like when you last time visit to Jakarta and this time?
Definitely, yeah. I think last time, you know, I was still very new to Indonesian fans, but they were so like already loyal and ready and loving my music. And now since I'm back, I feel like there's just maybe even more people that know me. You know, like in the hotel that I'm staying at, people are coming up to me all the time. I'm such a big fan. Can I get a picture? And it's just like, I don't experience that back home in the US as much. It happens sometimes, but here it's just like, it's so amazing to see these fans that supported me so much and them like actually seeing them face to face, you know, and being able to like shake their hand or give them a hug and like sign their back of their phone. I signed someone's cell phone yesterday.
Really?
And yeah. And I think it's just like, you know, these 6 months that have passed since I was here last time, I think people have just like fallen in love more with my stuff, which is just like, I'm so grateful for that. And especially putting out now more music, more people may have like discovered me through those other songs, and through Fall in Love Alone have now heard my other music.
Alright.
Okay, I'm curious about you. How did you start your music career and what you motivated?
I mean, I was always, in my mind, I always knew, or I hoped that I could do music as my job, and I know that it's not an easy path, and I know that it doesn't like just happen like that. But for me, it kind of did. You know, like I started posting on social media, and I was doing it for like a pretty long time. I think I started posting like at least like consistently and like higher quality things during quarantine. So like June of 2020, which is not even that long ago. You know, and I was like working really hard. I was putting a lot of effort into my videos, and then I had some viral moments, and then I had the big viral moment that like changed my life. So I guess I would say I started taking social media seriously in June of 2020, but my like professional career started, I would say, in January of 2022, which is not that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you started your career from the cover.
From the open verse challenge.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, for Don't Text Me When You're Drunk. But I feel like that's a different era, sort of, because that was a very quick thing that just kind of happened. And when we were doing the EP, we didn't know if we wanted Don't Text Me When You're Drunk on it or not, because it was from a different time, and we were in like I was in a different place when I wrote that, and we finally decided not to put it on. But it's still like my baby, you know, that song like basically started it all. So.
Alright.
Okay, how your creative process in creating new songs?
I think it kind of depends. You know, usually I go to the studio that I work out of, and I work with my producers who are actually in my band, who are playing with me at Java Jazz. And so we're very comfortable with each other. We've like basically become like so close and like family over the short time that we've known each other. And then we'll have a songwriter come in with us, and then we'll kind of like start a vibe. Sometimes it'll start with some lyrics and like a subject, or most of the time in my case it starts with the music, because my brain just always goes music first. And so sometimes I'm like, oh, I want to write a fast song, and so we'll start something a little bit quick. Or sometimes I have an inspiration song that I've been listening to and loving, and I'm like, let's write something in that style. So you know, it can always be a little bit different.
How long do you usually making a music?
I think honestly it depends. Most of the time it's around like 5 to 6 hours to write the song, and then create like a demo, so just a very base recording so that we can remember it. But sometimes it's been way faster. Sometimes the inspiration is just there and the song just flows. Or sometimes it's been a little longer and a little more difficult, but the song still turns out really amazing at the end of the day.
So when you arrive in Indonesia, it means you have to make a new song. I think
I have to make
new song because you say you can make a new song in 6 hours.
Right. I mean, I don't have all my tools, but you know, you don't always need that. Sometimes just having your guitar and sitting in your hotel room. You know, like I've written a lot of songs that way too. But I have been honestly so tired since I got to Jakarta. My mind hasn't even been thinking write a new song. I've just been like sleeping, and then going and visiting around Jakarta and doing interviews. So, but when I come back and visit another time, I'll maybe write a song in Jakarta.
Alright, talking about the collaboration with Ziva, how did that happen for the first time?
I mean, that was just such like a organic thing that happened, because she just saw Fall in Love Alone and she loved it so much that she made a cover and just put it on her TikTok, and a lot of people really loved it because she's like a very big star in Indonesia, and so that kind of like put us in contact. And I then duetted her video and like added harmonies, and we sang like together, but like over like from two different places in the world. And then when we were organizing the Jakarta trip last time, we were like, we definitely have to like meet Ziva, like make the music video. We sang Fall in Love Alone together at the Esports Awards. Like we did so many things together. We filmed content together. Like she was a very big part of my trip last time, and I'm really thankful that I met her and was able to have that opportunity to make a version of Fall in Love Alone with her, because I feel like that maybe even united me more to like the Indonesian people, you know. And I think she's just such an amazing person. She's so sweet, she's so talented.
Is Ziva gonna...
So I don't think I'm gonna see her this time because she's so busy. I mean, we're also busy. It's so hard to find a moment, you know. But I would have loved to see her. But I'll be back in Jakarta soon, so I don't doubt I'll see her again soon.
Hopefully. Which moment do you think is the most memorable in your entire music career so far?
That's a tough question, but I'm gonna say the first thing that popped into my mind. I'm definitely, there's like so many things.
Okay.
So the thing I'm saying, like there are more, but the thing that happened recently, I was just on tour with Joshua Bassett. I was opening for him in Europe, and when I went to Paris, I was doing the show, and these fans for some reason were just so like crazy, and like they were singing all my songs, like they knew all the words. And like for me, being a relatively new artist, people singing my lyrics has not really happened yet. So the fact that it happened, and I also speak French because I'm from Montreal in Canada, So when I started speaking French to them, I don't think they knew that. We're very surprised.
Uh-huh.
So it was just cool to be able to talk to them in their language, and the fact that they knew all my songs, and they were just like so, like, just so such an amazing crowd. And I remember getting off stage, and I was like, that was the best show I've ever played. And I was all by myself on stage too, so the fact that they made me feel like I wasn't all alone on stage, like they felt it was so warm, and I could just feel their energy and like their positivity from the crowd to me.
Yeah.
But I have a feeling that the show at Java Jazz may surpass that concert, so we'll see.
We'll see.
So, can you tell us what is the routine before you going out on stage?
Honestly, people have asked me this before, and I don't have anything. I just wait and I hang out, and then they're like, "Time to go on stage," and I'm like, "Okay." Like, I know that's so boring. That's so
Okay.
boring. People have like rituals where they do like a secret
Uh-huh.
handshake or a prayer or
Uh-huh.
listen to a song, and I'm just like, I just sit and wait.
Okay.
Like, because
It's
I kind of
normal.
like to be in my head, which
Uh-huh.
sounds bad,
Okay.
but I just kind of like to feel the jitters and the
Uh-huh.
excitement of performing,
Yeah.
because when I'm on stage I don't get that feeling, because I'm comfortable, I'm happy. Performing is like my favorite thing to do. So when I get those little nervous energies, I kind of like to feel it, because it makes me feel like, oh, something very exciting and big is about to happen. So I don't like doing something else to distract myself, if that makes sense.
Since you are still young, and do you still get nervous before on going on stage?
Yeah, definitely. I
Mm.
think I'm gonna always have that little moment
Yeah, of
before
course.
Yeah.
going on, but I know that it doesn't last very long, because as soon as I'm on stage, it goes away,
Oh.
And I also feel like it's not so much like nerves, because I know that the performance is gonna go well and that people are gonna be
Uh-huh.
excited most of the time.
Oh yeah.
But it's just like it's a feeling of like anticipation. Like it's more so excitement, and I'm like, I get to go do my favorite thing in the world, so my body just gets like very excited.
Yeah.
And there's probably like a touch of nervousness in there, like we're all human and we all get nervous, but I think the feeling is a bit just more than just nerves.
Okay, how do you manage the balance between your career and your personal life? So far?
It's tough. It's
tough.
been a very big adjustment, because as my career really only started like a year ago, so it's been a lot of learning. It's been a lot of work. Like I never have worked. That was not grammar. I have never worked like this hard in my life, but it also is like, I'm so grateful that I get this opportunity to work this hard and to like live all these amazing experiences. And I have done a lot of growing and a lot of learning how to balance the travel and the work and the career with the personal side, and I'm still learning every day. I'm still like learning how to, when I go home, make time for rest and friends, but then also do a little bit of work, and then when I come on the road, also make time for rest. Like it's, you have to find a balance, and I have been learning a lot for that, to find that balance.
What are the genres of the music do you enjoy the most?
I mean, if I say jazz, is that like too tacky? Like, I mean jazz is like my all-time favorite, but I've been really into like R&B stuff recently, and I feel like I've been writing some more R&B songs recently because I've been listening to it more, but I'm always into listening to like anything. I'm very open to multiple styles of music. I listen to a lot of pop music. I listen to mostly R&B and jazz, and then there's like funk and soul, and then it goes to all of these. Like, I don't mind listening to country. I love country music, or like metal, rock. Like, I kind of like everything. But R&B has been my top of the moment.
Okay, how do you deal the challenge you may face in the music industry, such as intense competition or pressure, public pressures?
Yeah, that is something that I deal with all the time.
Yeah, of course.
And I know I shouldn't. I compare myself to people a lot, and I'm always like, when I see people perform or sing, and I'm like, I wish I could do that, or I wish that I had that many people singing my songs at my concert, or I wish that I could sell that many tickets for a venue. But like, you really can't do that, because everyone is on their own path and is on their own journey, and I'm so fortunate that I'm on my path, and everything that's happened to me so far, I'm so grateful for. And when I get in that headspace to comparing myself to other people, I have to remember what I have and what I can do, because I oftentimes like kind of lose sight of that sometimes.
Nice.
So, can you tell us what are the next project do you have?
There's lots of stuff coming
Oh,
up.
okay.
This is like summer just started, so that means a lot more festivals.
Mhm.
So after Jakarta, I get to go home for a little bit, but then one more second. I think we have one question left. Yeah. So after Jakarta, I get to go home, and then at the beginning of July, we're back in Europe for a couple more festivals and a headline show in London. And then after that, I'm back home again, and we're working on the album because I have an album coming, a lot of new songs,
Cannot
which
wait.
some we're gonna play at Java
Uh-huh.
Jazz. And just taking time for rest,
Uh-huh.
because I've been on I was on tour. For 3 months straight almost, and then I was in Jakarta, and then I'm going to be in Europe. So also just taking really time to rest and not heal, because that's maybe not the right word, but just get myself back to where I'm not tired all the time, but also just keeping creative, keep making music, keep making content, so I can connect with my audience, in the States and in Indonesia.
Yeah.
So lots of fun stuff coming up.
Alright. Do you have any special message for Indonesian fans?
Yeah, I mean, I just want to say the biggest thank you ever for all the love and support that you have shown to me, not only on Fall in Love Alone, but also on my EP, on my songs, me as a person. It was just a very big honor to be able to meet all of you face to face and just feel your love in the same room, in the same country. And I love Indonesia so much. I'm definitely going to be back a lot. And yeah, I just love you all so much.
Alright. Can you sing a little bit to our subscribers or for our followers?
Sure.
Fall
Just
in love?
yeah, sure. If we never try, how will we know, baby, how far this thing could go? Give me a sign if I'm on your mind. I don't wanna fall in love.
You got free concert.
Oh, thank you. Free concerts for you always. Always. Whenever you want.
Yeah.